So most financial services companies you're going to talk to are going to talk about these 6 things. What makes Thrivent unique is that we're a not-for-profit. So that doesn't necessarily mean we're not trying to make money, but when we make money, we calculate what the taxation would be, and instead of sending the money out to Washington to watch it go down the drain, Thrivent puts the money back into the community.
Great.
So last year, I think it was 170 some million that got pushed back out. So we talk about giving back. Thrivent is very big on giving back, and that's why Action Teams have been so successful, because our members are very charitable oriented, and the not-for-profit status really helps us do that. Now, you said you didn't know a whole lot about Thrivent. So our members, because we're a fraternal benefit society, our membership has a common bond, which is Christian. Prior to being Christian, it always used to be Thrivent Financial for Lutherans. You probably had heard of that.
I had.
And then Aid Association for Lutherans and Lutheran Brotherhood were the 2 companies that merged to form Thrivent in the early 2000s.
Okay.
So we've had a little bit of a change. We opened it up to a little bit bigger market with Christians versus just Lutherans. How we work, we kind of work on a 3-step process, and we kind of just wheel it around. We meet like we are today, just to try to get an understanding to see if we should move forward and see if we're compatible. Maybe I'm not the right guy for you to work with you, maybe I am, but maybe you're not the right customer for me. We need to find that out in the process. So we meet, I try to understand your goals and your objectives. I give you some homework if you want to move forward in the process. We gather up some data. Then I analyze what you told me your goals were and what you gave me from hard data, and then I come back with a solution, and then we implement, and then yearly we like to review. Does it make some sense?
Yeah.
Okay. One way we can work, we can be as need specific as you would like. If you told me there was one issue that you needed to focus on, we could focus on that. If you said, hey, I really need a whole comprehensive review, we can do that as well.
Okay.
As far as the homework would be some of these pages. So just a financial snapshot just gives us some numbers to kind of run and look from a budgeting perspective for you where you're at, to come back and be able to make the recommendations. If you're doing some investing, an asset match questionnaire will help us figure out what type of risk tolerance you have. Are you aggressive? Are you conservative?
Okay.
To try to dial in the appropriate risk as well. Do you have any other questions on the process?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Now, what would really be, what are your goals?
Well, coming in, I knew that we should look at our life insurance. We took out life insurance before we had our first child, when we got married, and we haven't really done much with it since. So I don't know the amounts right. I mean, since then we've bought 2 additional houses, have 2 children. So that concerns me a little bit to think about, how we came up with that number and when we came up with it, if it still makes sense.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's really coming into it. And the other thing is probably retirement.
Retirement? Mm-hmm. Are you currently using any retirement vehicles or?
Yes. My husband has a pension through IMRF.
The good one?
Yep. Hopefully he'll keep with it.
Now, where does your husband work?
He works at the jail in
At the
Woodstock.
jail.
Yeah.
All right.
And you've probably heard about everything that's going on there. So
Yes.
we're hoping that we get to keep his job, but who knows? So he has pension through IMRF. He also has a 457 plan.
Are you contributing to that currently?
Yeah, he is.
Good.
And he's also over contributing to his pension, which I keep telling him not to, but He wants to do it, so.
Okay.
So he is doing an extra contribution. I don't know what that is. And I have a 401k.
And who do you work for?
I work for MetLife.
We hate them. Work for
I'm a-
MetLife.
Yeah, I just do the, I help with some of the underwriting.
Okay. Well, after we take care of your needs, then I can also talk about opportunities at Thrive and get you in touch with the right people.
Okay.
And how long have you worked for MetLife?
Almost 10 years.
10 years? And you get to work from home, or do you have to go to an office?
I work from home 2 days a week, but
Oh, nice.
yeah. So, not too bad.
And how old are your kids?
2 and 4.
2 and 4. And their
Almost
names?
5. Lily and Morgan. So Morgan's 2 and Lily's almost 5.
Nice. She excited about kindergarten next year?
Yeah, I was actually just looking up this morning about registering her because we didn't really think about that. We moved in here 2 years ago, and so I think we have to let them know. You know, all these things as a parent.
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
really know.
Oh, my kids went to school. Yeah, we had
Yeah.
to let them know like a year.
Yeah, so I need to
Yeah.
call. I think that I have to let them know soon because she'll be going next.
Do
fall.
they have all-day kindergarten in Lincoln Hills?
Yep.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
awesome.
Huntley. We're actually
Oh,
part of
Huntley.
Huntley.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Even better.
Yep. So they do have all day kindergarten.
Yeah.
She'll be right over at Reed Road, which is really close to here.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. So we could probably some days walk her,
Yeah.
or my husband could if he has off in the morning.
Nice. Yeah, does his schedule rotate to where he gets mornings off sometimes? Or?
He was on second shift, so he always had mornings off. But most likely he's going to third shift, which
Okay.
actually we wanted, which we're surprised he's probably going to have seniority enough to get.
Uh-huh.
Just because with Lily going to school, he would
It'll be
never see her.
perfect. Yeah.
He would never see her
Well,
otherwise.
that's cool.
So,
Yeah. Good. Now, have you guys worked up any budget, or do you guys operate just off what's in your bank account versus?
I used to be really good at budgeting, and
Okay.
now we just spend. We pretty much spend. We save, but
Mhm.
I put the money into savings, and we just spend the rest, and I don't really keep track of where we're spending it.
Okay. Well, this sheet will help give you a really good picture of where your expenses and things are. So you can dial in, and there's actually a one that's even better if I have it with me. This sheet will really help you figure out where your money is being spent and if there's things that maybe you can cut back on to help save even more. Obviously, having a pension is great. That's a huge head start. On retirement, most people don't have that any longer. But the more you can save now, the better off you're going to be because the time value of money
Yeah.
just keeps the growth going. Do you know what the rule of 72 is?
I do. My dad actually, he's pretty on top of this stuff. So he always said to us, it's really important that you start young,
Mm-hmm.
and that, the compounding.
Right.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. So that's good. You guys have a pretty good start on it,
This will be helpful.
on things at least. Here's the type of documents that I would be looking for. The more of those you can get, the better. Have you started any college funding at this point?
Yes. Yep. We have 529s, and we have variable universal life.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, because you know that the money in a life insurance policy doesn't count towards college.
Yep.
They can't look at that. That's kind of a protected asset.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So excellent. Do you have anything specific that, other than what you told me about your goals being life insurance and then retirement that you needed looked at?
No, I mean, I think the retirement one, it's more of making sure that we're doing the right thing. So I know that we have accounts out, but I don't really know if we're putting enough in or if we're even on track. We both want to retire early,
Okay.
which when I tell you how early, it's probably you're gonna laugh. But 57, we're looking to retire at 57.
Wow.
my husband started his job at the jail at 27, and so he'll have 30 years in.
Wow.
And
The biggest hang up about retiring early, if you're planning and you got the money, it's the insurance. That's
Yeah.
always the toughest one.
Yeah, and that's actually one of the things I would like to look at is planning for all of that.
Mhm.
It's not just saying, do we have enough to retire, but it's what are the other things that we have to make sure that we do now
Right.
that'll make it possible at that point.
Mhm. And we have tools that if you give me the data, I can project out to show you what path you're on, if you're short, if you're on track, where you actually are along that path.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so again, the more data you can give me, the better.
Okay.
And then I can work something up and come back down the road and give you a presentation on here's what you have, here's where you are, and here's kind of where the holes
All right.
may be. Do you think you could get through this paperwork in a week and we could set up a time for a week from today?
Yeah, I'm pretty organized with this stuff, so I think I could probably pull it together.
Okay, and don't feel that you have to put this on a form. If you have this stuff going on a spreadsheet,
Okay.
don't write it in.
I used
Just
to, but
give
like
me
I
the-
said,
Yeah.
I haven't been doing this lately. That's
Okay.
one of my New Year's resolutions is to
And
be
it-
better
yeah.
at budgeting.
And if the form makes it a little easier, then by all means use the
Okay.
form. But we can do it either way. So, all right. Well, does this time work then next week?
It would probably be better if we did a Monday instead of Tuesday,
Sure.
just because then my husband can be here.
Okay.
So,
Perfect.
and I work from home on Monday, so I can take an hour,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, like 10 o'clock next Monday?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep, that works.
All right. Well, thank you again for taking the time. It was nice to have the opportunity to sit down and
Sure.
chat and just kind of go over where you're at and where you're looking to go.
All right, great. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
All right, have a great day.
Oh, you too.